Hello everybody, welcome to SciTech Studios, and today I am going to tell you about the recent update from Google Android, that is Android P developer preview, and what tasty treat you are expecting from Google. Google has released its developer preview for third time in a row of the next version of its mobile operating version. Google believes that developers are the most trusted reviewers and testers. Now, if you are a developer, then your feedback is crucial in helping to evolve the platform to meet users' needs. So give your input. Now with the release of first developer preview of Android P, you are excited to find out what Google will name the next version of its mobile operating system. What do you think Android P will be called? There are so many different types of desserts, treats and other sweet tasting to choose from. For P, we have pie, peppermint, peanut butter cup, pancakes, pound cake, pudding, pistachio ice cream, and for fruit lovers, papaya or pineapple. Also, we have hot and spicy pizza or pasta. So what tasty treat do you think Android P should be named after? So let me know in the comment section below. Here is a look at some of the cool features in the first preview of Android P. Indoor positioning. Android P adds platform support for the IEEE 802.11 MC Wi-Fi protocol, also known as Wi-Fi round trip RTT, to let you take advantage of indoor positioning in your apps on Android P devices with hardware support. And if you give location permission and keep your location enabled, your apps can use RTT APIs to measure the distance to nearby Wi-Fi access point. This feature will make it possible for apps to know how far you are from the Wi-Fi access point you are connected to, and developers will be able to use that information to give you a more accurate location indoor, most likely to appear on a phone with pixel branding. Now the next in the list is notifications improvement. Image attachments and stickers will appear in the notifications now, replacing those persons has sent an attachment message you get now. This improves at a glance messaging. Next, increasing your privacy and security. Android P will prevent inactive apps from accessing mic and camera. The next Android version adds the new security features that might finally put to all rumors around social media apps spying on users while running in the background. Developers preview 1 will block access to the microphone and camera when an app's UID is inactive by generating an error whenever access is requested by the app in an active state. Finally, individual apps are going to have better access to the fingerprint system in Android P, including a better UI across apps so users know that fingerprint authentication comes from the same trusted source. Next is multi-camera support. Several Android phones have multi-cameras on the front or back these days, but very few of them are able to work simultaneously. Google is adding an API for developers to explore a world where multiple cameras being used at the same time is possible. This could mean anything from depth sensing magic using multiple cameras to an Apple-style live portrait mode, or even commercial phones using a standard camera and a thermal camera at the same time to overlay the two images. Support for notch. As manufacturers shrinks bezels and the front-facing sensors leaves a notch on your display, Android P will make it easier to support the cutout in the display with APIs to create UI around that notch. Apps that support the different size of cutout, ranging from narrow cutout like the essential phones to bigger ones like on the Asus Zenfone 5. Now looking at some other user interface design added in Android P. Google has added a new editor called Markup, a new screenshot editing tool, so now you can edit the screenshots. Next, new autofill APIs have been released that will allow more third-party password manager apps to use the autofill features on Android P. New volume slider. It moves from the top of the display to the side, but it packs a lot of changes as well. The most notable feature here, however, is the new media output option. Using this, users have quick access to their wireless audio accessories. By tapping this button, you can connect or disconnect the paired Bluetooth devices without ever going into the setting menu. Worth noting is that when you disconnect, the device still stays in the menu. At the bottom, you have two new features. For the first one is auto rotate button. A new aware can appear in the navigation bar to allow temporary rotations of the screen even when rotation is locked. This is an incredibly handy feature. Now the second one is that in the navigation bar it has also a mic icon at the corner. With Android P, Google is bringing enhancement to ART Android runtime. It will allow developers to optimize apps and reduce wastage of apps. Android P is also introduced with improvements and optimizations from its previous versions, such as image decoder for bitmaps and drawables. Neural Networks API 1.1 is also added. Android P adds built-in support for HDR PV9 profile too, so you can now deliver HDR enabled movies to your users. It is also added with HEIF image encoding format. HEIF stands for High Efficiency Image File Format. HEIF is a popular net for photos that improves compression to save on storage and network data. Now, for developers, optimization in Kotlin is also introduced in Android SDK. Kotlin is a first-class language for Android, and if you haven't tried it, you should. Power efficiency is also a major concern in previous versions of Android. So in Android P, those app standby and background limits are refined to further improve battery life. Please be sure to try your apps with this and send feedback. The next one is Text Zoom tool. For those who need to zoom in on a portion of text, Android P has a new magnifier tool. Now coming to the Android P supported phones, Android P will officially be supported on Pixel, Pixel XL, Pixel 2 and Pixel 2 XL. The software can also be installed on Android emulator. Bad news for Nexus 5X and Nexus 6P and Pixel C tablet users, as Google is phasing out major update. Now coming how to install Android P, Developer Preview 1 for Android P is not yet part of Android beta program. So interested user will have to flash images manually on the eligible devices. To do that, just Google onto Android developers blog. Google has provided system image links for Pixel handset and has given flashing instruction for the process. Installing such an image wipes out data from the device, and it is highly recommended to create a backup. So go to Android developers blog and the link is in the description below. This is first developer preview of Android P and it is not ready to use yet. Like most other major Android updates, developer preview 1 of Android P has arrived in March. Google on its Android blog on Wednesday said that more details about Android P will be shared on Google's annual I/O conference in May 2018. Apart from that, Google has shared the official timeline that entails release of Developer Preview 1 in March, release of Developer Preview in Google I/O in May, Developer Preview 3 with final APIs in early June, Developer Preview 4 in late June, Developer Preview 5 after July, and final release of AOSP and ecosystem planned for Q3 2018. Now it is interesting to see that when we will get the Android 9 update. Now if we look at the reports of Android users by version, less than 1% of users have Oreo in their device. About 30% of users now use Nougat version, and we see the rise in the users of Marshmallow by 28.1%, and approximately less than 25% users use Lollipop version. Hopefully by next year we will get the update of Android 9 in our phone. So till then, stay tuned. And don't forget to like and share this video and click the subscribe button for upcoming updates. Thanks for watching.